Sure. My name is Valinda Brady and I'm graduating from a Bachelor degree in tourism with event management. I spent my first few years in Longford, and then when I was after school anyway, I left and I went to New York, and I spent 16 years living in New York with my husband and my 3 kids, and then we finally came back home about 4 years ago in order to bring our kids back to the native Ireland, and we decided that we'd move to the west coast of Ireland because we just love the scenery here. So I wanted to get into something different. I spent a lot of my time in New York in business, and I wanted to kind of bring that forward but into a different area, so I decided anyway business management in tourism. So I did my 3 years anyway in IT Sligo, which was obviously very close to me here where I live in Drumahare, and it was the ideal setting for me to do my degree. So I suppose I wasn't really sure going into the course how it was going to evolve, as I had never been to college before, but I found out the degree was actually made up of a lot of different modules, so no matter what you were looking for, there was always something for me anyway, to sort of jump into things that I did like, things that I was very good at, and then other areas that I hadn't even delved into before. Like I would never have researched any programs before or done any research, content, and I found that a little bit tough to get into. But the lectures were very good and they really helped us, and just the fact that you were working with a team as well, I found that really helpful. So we all found our strengths and our weaknesses. I found out that I'm not very techy, so I kind of always left that to the other parts of the team. The one thing I did find my strength in, which I knew anyway, I'm a very good communicator, and I was very easily very good to talk to people, like on a personal level, so tech is great, but there's always that very important aspect in the tourism industry of face-to-face meetings, so I suppose on that end of it I found my strengths. The one thing I'd say probably about the course that I was in, and I found it very, very helpful, was work placement, and it's something that's, I think, pivotal to a tourism degree. The fact that we were able to go out on the second year, and work in a practical environment, and just, bring our studies and our learning, into the real world, and carry out, all these practical skills. It was just, it was priceless. A lot of the students were very lucky; they were able to move away and go to abroad, like go to America, or different places. And that, I think, would have maybe changed their whole outlook even on the course and on their career as well. So I suppose one thing I'd say maybe for myself and for any students maybe that's coming in, to the course, don't just do the course itself and just think that it's a 3-year course and put your head down, keep your eye open the whole time. Like sit back and think about what it is that you're really looking for and how you're going to achieve that and how you're going to find the right place for you. Because tourism is very wide and varied. So just to really sort of, I suppose, select what area you want to work in and go for it. Go for it from the first day that you're in here, not just the second year or the third year. So I was very lucky. As soon as I finished my exams anyway, I was approached by the Rose of Innisfree tour boat. They operate on Loughill in County Leitrim, and that's local to me. So they approached me anyway if I would help them out with their marketing. Now they're a small cottage industry, family industry, and they didn't have a marketing department as such. So I created that position. And I spent all the summer months, travelling along the northwest of Ireland, just promoting what they had, their product, the fact that we were now moving into Sligo as well. So we were tapping into the whole Wild Atlantic Way, and it was a very successful summer for them, which was great. I'm just finishing up now maybe what we had done the summer sailings for them, and now we're taking a look now at how we can kind of approach next year and researching, the different markets that are available. I'm looking into some tourism initiatives, with Fáilte Ireland and the website programs. So it's really helped me, I suppose, put my skills from the course into play, into action. So I'm enjoying it.